there.
I
forgot about the springs.
They're fine. They're taped.
Welcome back to the Dick Van Myke Show.
Hi.
Hello, everybody who's watching. Check it. We got.
I mean, as you can tell, we just finished up with the game, and I still don't know who won. It's impossible to be able to figure that out. I can't tell.
Yeah, we didn't just finish watching the game about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
When Myke decided he had to run to his car
and get all my merch
to get all his pride merch, his Italian pride.
Yeah,
so,
Italy won in shootouts. That's it.
Yeah. So that's going to be kind of exciting because we know England's going to win against Denmark. We just know it's going to happen. And I'm going to feel so fucking dumb if tomorrow, because it's tomorrow, which is the day before this is released.
Yeah.
If all of a sudden it's just like, they lost, and I'm sitting here on the fucking show a day after they lost going, no, look, they're going to win.
I mean, I know in Italy and stuff, like, they all party in the streets when they win these big sporting events. I know it's only the semifinal still. We still got one more game to go through. But at this point, I mean, Italy celebrates in the streets. They make a shit ton of food. They party. They drink. They have some wine and pasta, whatever the hell. So, like, in UK, if England wins, what are they going to do? Brush their teeth?
I think they just, like, drink tea. I don't know.
They're going to brush their teeth and go outside?
I guess. Like, they're probably not, like...
Can they even go outside, or does it ever stop raining there?
I don't think it does. I think they're just going to sit inside by the window, watching things happen outside.
They're going to pull out the fancy English breakfast tea.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
No, darling. This is 35 British pounds
a kilo. What the fuck are you saying? Shut up. So yeah, anyways, Italy won. What was the score? Was it over? It was in shootout.
It went to shootout, and they were 4-2 in shootouts.
4-2 in shootouts. Damn, dog.
Yep.
So yeah, so I guess we're going to see tomorrow. We'll see the results. You guys will know the results by the time this comes out, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm hoping that England takes it home.
Yeah. Because
honestly, like, I'm not a soccer fan by any means. Sorry,
it'd
football.
It'd be kind of cool
but
it'd be kind of cool for me and you to watch the game together now, and both of our teams are playing.
We could do like a live stream, dish it out.
I mean, we'd probably get shut down real quick, but
who cares?
No, like real.
No, I don't
quick.
mean live stream the game, like a watch party.
Oh, like we can record it.
So we just sit in front of, like, go on Twitch or something, and we literally sit together and watch the game. But it's live, so everyone else that's with us has to watch it on their own.
Straight up,
record.
we could do that.
And then we could just, like, dish it out, like, to European crazy people.
You know I'm going to be going ape shit, right? And I will bring a bottle of red Italian wine.
I'll have to find the nicest tea I can fucking find, because I can't use the Irish whiskey. Obviously, Ireland didn't make it very far.
This was the push enough, this win here, because, I mean, I don't know how it works even, because that's an Italy NBA jersey somehow, whatever the fuck that is. They don't have an NBA team.
You got some bootleg shit, eh?
From, it was from
the Pacific Mall or something. I got it from
Value Village for $3, so I really could care less.
Right.
That's my car flag that's up on the ceiling there. But, like, now this gave me the push. The fact they're going to the finals, I'm going to buy the Euro World Cup. I'm going to buy the Euro Cup jersey.
You know what that makes me think of?
What?
You know in Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah.
When they meet the kid's dad, what's his name? Nikolaj's dad.
Yeah.
And he's got the company Gape.
Yeah.
It's just Gap with an E at the end.
Yeah, and it's all their same clothes. Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at this going, like, the fuck is NBA Italia?
I think they might have meant, like, maybe the Olympic team. But at the same time, I don't understand it.
Somebody's selling some bootleg shit.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It says Italy on it. I got the car flag. That's all of their World Cup wins right there.
Oh, is that actually?
1934, 1938.
Oh, you're going to have to throw that out and get a new
1982. And no, this is the Euro Cup.
Freddie foreshadowing.
This is Euro Cup.
Oh, sorry,
that's for
mind.
FIFA.
That's okay.
The stars on their badge there is each World Cup they have.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right, anyways.
Welcome, everybody.
It's
round 2 with video. We got a ring light now so that we hopefully don't look so bad.
Yeah, hopefully it brightens it up a little bit, because, like, I was really dark and it's just kind of like it was a weird vibe. We also filmed it at night. It was like after 9 p.m.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome back. Couple things I want to just, like, remind everyone of. So we are on YouTube now, for those that are listening and not watching. Which that also, I realize that means that they can listen to the podcast on YouTube Music if you have it, like me. I'm like
the YouTube Premium or whatever it is.
I'm on the 1% of people who have YouTube Music.
Is it good?
It's not.
What is it really? Is it just ad free, and what, you can play it when the screen is locked?
It's a separate app.
Oh, really?
On your phone. So there's YouTube and then there's YouTube Music.
Okay.
And then it's all the same stuff that Google Play Music had. But what it does is when you're listening to a song, you can flip between video or audio, so you can watch the music video.
Oh,
But then you can also listen to podcasts or like literally anything that's on YouTube.
You
You
can
can listen to the audio version of it.
oh, that's pretty good. Actually,
So it's all the music plus all the other stuff, and that's what Spotify is starting to look at doing. Like you notice how like Joe Rogan's podcast, all the videos are on Spotify.
oh, are they really?
You can watch like podcast videos or like other videos on.
I guess
Spotify.
we're gonna have to look into that as well for when we're uploading.
So
whenever
yeah,
that becomes
a lot
thing.
of big changes we got to think about. So just keep in mind that we are now on YouTube and YouTube Music. We are on Google Podcasts. We're on Spotify,
and Apple,
Apple, and Amazon.
and Amazon.
So wherever you find us, wherever you choose to watch us, hit the notification bell or the follow or the subscribe button, please. Be a part of our family. Be a part of our thing, whatever the shtick is. And
The Dick Van crew.
yeah, and hit that notification bell or whatever, the reminder thing that automatically tells you when we upload a video or
Set up auto
podcast
downloads
and set up auto downloads.
so that you can wake up
And it's there.
boom, commute to work.
Sorry,
set.
I'm doing the same thing you did. I watched like as I edited it, I watched like the very beginning.
It looks good.
And like as we were getting the theme song started up,
Yeah.
in the background I'm sitting there going like, "Hey Mike, don't slam on the table
And then
because
I
the
slammed
springs."
the table like
and
what?
you open up the episode with going, "Welcome everybody." And I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
It took me all of 35 seconds to completely
Not even. It
forget
was like literally like 3 to 5 seconds. So I'm gonna forget that too. We'll get some dampeners for these to make sure it actually goes away.
Just remove them.
Well, you can't because that's how they hold.
Nah, just weld it.
Weld it. Okay. Yeah. So let's see how the Euro Cup goes. I don't want to say anything too concrete before it comes out.
I mean, I said it last week and I'm going, yeah, well, Italy's going to get to the final. And then I said, well, if we lose, I'm going to look like a huge douche. But here we are.
Here we are.
Spain is gone. Belgium is gone. Germany, all the big superpowers are gone.
Well, what did I say to you before? I said if Italy wins against Spain and England wins against Denmark, Italy's gonna win.
It's looking pretty good.
But if Spain had magically won, England would have won.
You know what? Spain has not been playing very strongly, but they came into this game and they were dominating. Like they played really, really good. It was not a bad game. Usually the other games, other than Belgium, like every other game Italy played was kind of a stomp.
Yeah,
it was like just them scoring and then just dribbling around in circles, scoring another one. Like it was.
I'm not gonna pretend that I follow sports avidly or anything like that.
Yeah.
I just know based on like the what's happened in the round so far, like based on who's won against two and all that I think that England would beat Spain, and I think they will beat Denmark. I just don't think they would beat Italy. That's basically
Italy is
like if you had to like tier it first, second, third place, it would definitely be like Italy, England, Spain.
Italy is straight up undefeated still.
Like I'd almost put money on that.
In like 40 games right now.
I'd consider betting
because they
on it.
didn't lose at all in their qualifiers either.
So they're undefeated completely.
Yeah,
I'd put money on them. I'd gamble.
they're
Gamble
doing
a few bucks.
well, but today against Spain, it was very.
It was close.
There was some. They were doing some stupid shit.
I think Spain was also sitting there going like, "Shit, this is our loss, so we got to make this happen." They were balls out.
Oh yeah, they played. No, Spain played really, really well. They were playing really rough closer to the end, and I don't think that kind of helped. It got to the point
what's rough in soccer though, dude? Like
fully like
everyone's
Charlie
pussies.
horsing people.
Really, like legit,
like straight up Charlie
like,
horsing, or like jumping into them while they're in the header and like taking their legs out and they like backflip and land on their spine and shit. Like it's.
See, that's
it
like
gets rough.
That's
it
the
does.
one thing about soccer I can't stand watching is like these fake ass injuries. Like you literally watch the guy like walk beside somebody and the guy falls over and he's holding his like. There was a video the other day, where a guy literally was on the ground grabbing his leg like it was broken, and then all of a sudden his team scored a goal and he just stood up and cheered. And
I know.
Come on, you fucking asshole!
Because
like,
there's a lot going on and it's a really big field for only one ref on the field. There's only a single ref.
You ever wonder that they'd fix that eventually, right?
But the whole thing is they exaggerate when anything happens. This way it's noticeable. And it's gotten to that point now where they can play game, like a game almost, where they can get kind of tapped and then fall to the ground and pretend like it was hurt if the ref wasn't looking, and then he could turn around and go, "Oh, okay, free kick." You know what I mean? But like,
put these guys in fucking hockey equipment.
The ref was straight on his game today because there was a few, and I'm not saying Italy didn't dive because they definitely did dive a few times as well, where he would turn and look and just go, and just like continue the play. And
Just
they would
didn't
look
care?
around and they would just get up like nothing happened.
Just wasn't having it.
No, he was not having it. He goes,
That's good.
He goes, this is the semi-fucking finals.
Yeah, grow up.
Get up and play the fucking game.
Be
Like,
men.
yeah.
Right?
There was a few though. He did hand out, I think, 3 yellow cards this game.
Is that a lot? That doesn't seem like a lot.
That is a lot.
Is it? In a game? 3 yellow cards in one game? That seems like low.
No, there's fouls. Well, you get a free kick. That's not always a yellow card.
Okay.
If you get 2 yellow cards, it's a red card. You're ejected from the game, and
Okay.
you could pull a full red card and eject them from the game.
Okay.
And yellow cards carry through as well.
To the next game.
They carry, I think, 3 games.
Oh, shit.
So if you get like
Sorry,
2
dog.
yellow cards within 3 games, you get booted.
Wow.
So I think Chiellini, which is our captain, and a couple other guys got yellow cards today. So if in the final, if one of them gets another yellow card, they're booted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely going to try and see if I can find a method to watch the game tomorrow.
I mean, if you do want to do the watch party,
Well, that'll be in the final, obviously.
that's what I'm saying. If you do want to do the watch party, then we could essentially maybe just do it at my house.
Oh,
I've
do you have
the
access?
login. Yeah.
All right. Maybe we'll do that then. All right. Cool.
We'll see. I don't even know when the game is. So
It's Friday, I think.
I don't think it would be Friday.
It's because the next one's
Tomorrow's
tomorrow.
Thursday. Yeah, they're not going to do it 3 days.
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yeah, they'll do more. I think it'll be probably Monday.
Oh, really?
Probably.
Okay. Okay.
If I
Yeah,
had,
we'll plan it out.
Let
We'll
me
figure
see.
it out.
Sorry, I gotta answer.
No
this.
worries. You gotta answer this.
It's a text message.
All right. I'll allow it. I might speed up this little bit of the video if I learn how to do it. That's actually something that's like that took me a lot of time editing the video. I don't have super good video editing skills.
Okay,
So,
that can wait now. All right.
okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we'll figure out the schedule. Don't worry about it now.
yeah,
But yeah, video editing took time.
does it?
It there's a lot of things I didn't know going into this. Like I literally thought I was just gonna like click and drag it all into place and line it up and call it a day.
Yeah, but it's a lot more than that.
Well, there was like a few times where like the sample rate, and I don't know if anyone knows what that means, between the audio and the video was a little bit off in certain points. So I had to like adjust the speed of like either or.
Yeah.
So like I have to work through that a little bit. And then I ended up putting like intro scene, and then there was like a whole section of the video that was cut off. Oh, I'm gonna let you do this.
I don't need to blow.
Okay. So I had to like put a 10-minute like basically buffer timeline in there, and then that was the difficult part. And then rendering, it took so long to render the video. It took like a good like 6 hours.
I mean, rendering needs quite a hefty amount of power if you want to do it quickly.
Yeah, well I realized I was doing it wrong too. You can use your video card processing
can.
power instead of your CPU, which
Yeah.
is, I didn't know that until literally last night.
I mean, your CPU is a lot heftier than mine anyway, so
Yeah, but it was still at like 96% usage.
the ideal,
It was running high.
professional video producers and all that stuff usually use a CPU called a Threadripper.
Okay.
Just to put into perspective, a Threadripper is like $4,400,
Yeah, I'm not paying
and
that.
people can they can like render a full like 4K video, like maybe a 20-minute video in probably like under a minute.
If anyone wants to sponsor the show,
We can put they're huge too. You need to get a whole specific
New
motherboard
case?
for
Oh,
them.
yeah?
They're like that big.
Oh shit, okay.
They're like, yeah, it's no joke.
So if anyone wants to sponsor the show and get us like a $10,000 computer,
Yeah, and then we'll have 4K.
we'll have 4K, and it would be to no one's benefit.
Because most computer monitors aren't even 4K yet.
No, it's useless to even try doing that yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a learning curve. It's kind of fun though, because like, I mean, it sounds dumb, but to do the spinny thing with the logo, like it took me like literally like half an hour to figure out how to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
But I just wanted to do it because I saw our logo and it kind of like reminded me of a record, and I was like, oh, it'd be really cool if this was spinning around like a record
Yeah,
as the music was playing.
Yeah. I mean, and you know what that means, folks? That means as you're doing it, you're going to learn more stuff and the videos are just going to get cooler.
I hope so. I hope they're gonna get cooler, because now I think this is actually gonna be done like properly by Wednesday night.
Dope.
I think
Where's Mr. Kenobi?
he's. I didn't think we'd need to bug him tonight,
Oh, okay.
so maybe we'll start with the next guest episode, or once we have more cameras.
Fair enough.
Once it's like, because now we're just letting one camera watch us. If we get a couple more, we would do like individual ones and stuff, and we need someone to switch it, then I'll bring him along.
I mean, would it be even worth to set up one of our DSLRs to do the video instead of a webcam?
Like for what, quality or for extra cameras?
For quality and even for extra cameras.
No, because this has got the wide angle.
Fair enough.
Right? So it actually grabs the whole table. Like in reality, if we ever consider resetting up this rig here, we should have the table long ways so we can sit closer, and then one person at the back is still like, so the frame can actually be squared.
Okay.
Rather than
or just like a different table. Like a round table or something like that.
Even,
or even both of us sitting on this side, like a newscast.
It's just the length I'm talking about. Yeah, I wouldn't want to sit beside you like looking at you. I don't want to be turning my head sideways like this all the time when the mic's over here. You see, hear that? Hear that difference? Like what? Why would I do this?
Yeah, but you could just sit like this, and then you could hear me perfectly.
Yeah, but I don't.
That's the beauty of these microphones. It's not a condenser microphone, and I can talk from every angle, and you can hear me.
I like your idea, but I also like sitting across from you. It feels more...
we should do that. We should
feels
do
more friendly.
Dick Van News or something like that.
When we do the news, we'll just flip to the other side, and then we'll sit there with our hands.
We both have to get our T-shirts with the
tuxedo shirts.
Yeah. And we'll switch into those and we'll do the news.
Did you see the news clip that I put in there?
I did.
Yeah?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Is that ripped off from something or did you...
It's from some royalty-free website.
Oh, dope.
And I had to cut it a bit to make it a little bit longer.
As long as it's royalty-free, I was going to say, are we going to get attacked by like some Spanish
No,
news
I only
network?
use royalty-free stuff because, again, we don't have any sponsors.
And we have no money to pay people when they sue us.
Yeah. Exactly. So again, looking for sponsors here on the Dick Van Myke Show. We will literally, and I mean literally, put your name up on the wall. If you give us enough money.
If you give us a banner or something, man, like, obviously we have no problem repping shit.
Yeah, really, eh?
We got stuff everywhere.
Yeah, so like...
And I don't even want to know where you got the exit sign.
Oh, it was in the garbage.
Oh, okay.
I literally grabbed it out of a garbage and I was like, I wonder if this works.
And it does.
And it was from a building that had replaced all their exit signs and they didn't even like throw them out properly. Like it was literally in a garbage, not a recycling, not like a metal bin. It was in a garbage.
I mean, I don't think it would be in either of those. I think it would be in like the tech waste. It
would be something like that. But I grabbed it from the garbage and I was like, you know what? Let's just like fucking see. So I brought it home. I went to the hardware store and grabbed one of those plug adapters and a foot of wire, just like 1 foot. And I like wired it all up, plugged in, and it worked.
Beauty.
And it's not super bright. I can see why they replaced them all in that building.
Probably.
But
they're old, man.
It's funny.
That is cool.
The people that can't see it behind my microphone, I don't know yeah, I can't see on the mini screen. But
it's fine.
It's cool. Like it's just little things. I added something today, actually.
Is that the Charmander?
I added my Charmander.
That's your precious prized possession too.
It's a crochet Charmander
done by a friend of ours.
Done by a friend on Instagram.
Kicked in the crochet.
Kicked in the crochet.
Check them out.
Check. She's got some good shit.
I think she still takes orders, doesn't she?
Well, I asked her for like a baby Yoda, like
so did I,
like almost a year ago. And then there was like a little revision I had to do on it, and I haven't heard from her since. So
I mean, she's got the married life going on. I'm sure she's busy.
Yeah, so don't worry about that. But yeah, and then no, that's all I added. I added a tissue box because I need tissues for my issues
all the time. Yeah, and I mean, we're both vaxxed now, fully vaxxed.
Yeah, you got your juice today.
I got my juice today. My arm is sore as shit. It feels like I just lost shot for shot with Mike Tyson.
Yeah, it didn't feel good for me a couple days after.
Yeah, and you had some pretty rough side effects like almost a week after, like half a week, like 4 days.
So I got mine on last Wednesday, I think. And then it was Wednesday night and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning I woke up.
Yeah.
And straight up, I thought I might have been a little bit hungover or something.
Yeah.
So I like kind of just paced myself in the morning and eased into it. And then it kind of didn't fade away after even taking like Advil and whatnot and like drinking some water. Then my nose was just getting more and more stuffy. Like I had like my allergies were acting up. So I thought, okay, I'm not hungover. My allergies are acting up.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, you know, like the man cold feeling when your nose is kind of like dry and itchy and like constantly stuffy.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of a sore throat going on.
Yeah.
I had that. And so I consulted, Dr. Google or like the health websites to just see like what people are saying about this to make sure that I didn't have to go get tested for COVID.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it's a thing. Like people have said that, you can experience it, these symptoms to up to 7 days after, depending on who you are.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, and it only lasted like maybe 24 hours.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So like literally by the next afternoon, I was fine.
And I mean, did you feel anything like side effect wise for the first dose?
For the first dose, it was weird. I had a really sore arm. And I'm talking from like my neck to my wrist.
That's normal. Yeah.
Like a whole left side.
Like mine, Like just right now, it's like my whole ball of my shoulder is like
I
fucked.
think it's gonna expand a little bit.
It usually does. Like last time, my arm went completely numb, but not completely numb, but it was like I was in pain for the whole part of it. Oh fuck! I just moved my arm and now I made it worse.
Yeah, it sucks.
But,
It really sucks.
That's only because you're getting punctured in the muscle.
Yeah, I mean, like it doesn't hurt at all when you get it. Like I'm fine with needles because I used to get
yeah.
allergy shots like once a week for 11 weeks every year.
Yeah.
So I've had like literally in the span of like 4 years, I had like 45 shots.
Needles never really bugged me.
So I'm used to it, but it's just that feeling afterwards. The allergy needles never actually hurt me.
Were those just muscular as well? Just like in and out?
I guess. I don't know where they inject. I don't ask.
Was
those
it your
questions.
shoulder?
It was like my
Then it's
shoulder and my
muscular.
arm. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that's where they do it.
If they need to hit a vein, they put it in here.
Oh. Interesting.
Or in the top of your hand, like where veins are really thick. They're not going to try to map out a vein in your
Well,
shoulder.
I don't know how it works.
God damn.
I don't know how things do
Learn some
stuff.
science.
Yeah, it's not my
I know,
field
it's
of
not your-
expertise. Not my field.
Oh my god. But that's good though. The video editing, at least it's keeping you busy.
Yeah, well, it's keeping me very busy. But I think going forward, I'm gonna template everything.
Yeah.
So that like every episode, I literally like have like the opening like spinning video there, and then I'll have the news somewhere in the middle. Like I did that with the audio now. I don't know if you remember, like when we were going back and forth, I literally like made the intro and outro version of the song when you sent it to me.
Yeah.
And like now I don't have to change that. And
Perfect.
the whole first season,
Yeah.
I was like editing it every episode.
Now you just have a template.
So now I have a template.
Perfect.
So like the more shit you template, the easier life is. So
Yeah.
that's
so
a tip of the day.
He's usually he's got Mr. Dick takes care of video, audio, and mostly the Twitter.
Barely, but yeah.
And I usually take care of theme music and like social media
Yeah.
engagement.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
I added some videos on the social medias of
That's just
Derek.
because you had them though.
Yeah. So like I'll still probably do that. But that was fire, that song.
Yeah, we do have a new series as well on YouTube and on Instagram, IGTV.
Yep.
Dick Van Mike live sessions.
Yep.
So you can find just Derek's performance if you did want to listen to it again, if you want to show your mom and your friends and your grandmother and your dog. Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah. And if anyone else is listening who is a musician and you have a song that you've written and you want to showcase it, like we are very happy to have that happen.
We could do like little live performances, like 2-3 songs. We could just add it to Dick Van Mike live sessions. So
exactly.
even if you don't want to be a part of a full episode, hit us up. Let us know you want to perform or something like that, or you have something to show, and we will add you to Dick Van Mike live sessions.
And maybe we'll even stage a little area over here where the band jams and see if like we can get like a little,
Yeah,
the Dick
dog.
Van Mike. What do they call it on like radio stations and stuff?
What
Like
do you mean? Just live.
call it like the pit.
Live on QRXP 948 FM. Right? Like it's
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. It was cool. I like doing that. So hopefully there's more of those. I know there's a couple people I've had in my mind that I thought might be cool, but
Yeah.
they're like, famous and stuff.
I mean, I could think of a handful of people right now that aren't famous that could be sick on here.
I agree. Next time we get Liam here, we'll definitely get him to do one.
I could even do one.
You could do one, but it's the novelty, right? So
I know
if
it's the novelty.
If you did one, it would have to be like one a season, like maximum.
Yeah, we could do that.
Max.
I'm just saying if you wanted to fill space, right? Like I'm
Yeah.
sure people know that I'm loud, obnoxious.
Yeah.
So the fact that I can
Yeah.
just do it pretty is like that's fine.
As long as you play National Anthem by the Gaslight Anthem.
Yeah.
It's like honestly, I don't know why I like you playing that so much. It's so good though.
It's a good ass song.
It's a great song.
It is a good song.
I
I like
actually-
Gaslight Anthem completely. I remember you telling me about them, and I was going, "Oh God, Richard is like suggesting
Richard's
this
suggesting
really
a band.
small time band that I've never heard of before."
And then you came back and you're like, hey, look what I
and
learned.
you gave me the CD as well. It was
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah,
But you know what? Since
handwritten.
then, like I have found them in a few playlists on Spotify and everything. Like they do pop up.
It's
And
cool rock.
They're
man.
good.
It's
They're
cool
very good.
music. It's very
full
cool music.
cottage rock. It's awesome though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like it's definitely like it's a
like
vibe.
It's dad rock.
It's up there. Like it's new rock, but it's like it's definitely
Cottage, like
It's,
chill.
it's comfortable. You can
Yeah,
play it in front of everybody and no one's upset.
Exactly.
But yeah, and you came back and like, hey, look what I learned, and I was like, oh, sick, I got it.
Dope. Best
Let's do
song.
it.
Yeah.
I actually sent a message after last episode to Nixon Boyd from Colorado
Oh yeah.
to like see. He didn't respond, but I was like just hoping. I was like, that'd be so cool.
Even if he just glances at it and goes, "Oh shit, that's kind of cool."
Yeah.
I mean, Ethan Klein and the H3 podcast have not noticed us on Twitter yet.
no, we should reach out to them again.
Yeah, I might.
So Yeah, but if anyone's got suggestions for people you think that's like attainable to get on the show, just send us a message and just say like, hey, you should totally get Freddie Mercury, even though obviously that's a bad example.
We get a spirit box.
The spirit box,
like what everybody's doing now on YouTube is where they pull up these contraptions that apparently like spirits can contact you through like the radio waves, and there's been like episodes where people are talking to like Robin Williams and stuff. Like it sounds cool. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like a hoax. I don't know if it's real. I really have no idea how it works, but it's pretty creepy actually.
That sounds like some Ouija board type shit.
No, like they have this like it looks like they wired together like an amp and like an old ham radio and all this shit. And there's like certain frequencies you scroll through and then you ask questions and you'll hear their voice like very, very like it sounds like it's way off in a distance, heavy reverb and all this stuff, but it's kind of cool. You should look it up.
Yeah, I'm not superstitious, but I'll take a chance.
I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious.
Let me shut up. Send me a video and I'll look into it. You want to do me a favor though? There's a fridge there, eh?
Yeah, what do you want?
We're like half an hour in and I haven't had a drink yet. Anything. Surprise me. Roulette. Okay, lemon lime. Or just lime.
Natural lime.
The Springs, dog.
Dude, you slapped the fucking table like 8 times. There you go. See?
Oh, that was
the microphone, not even the springs. There you go.
So yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll find some other people to get on here.
My arm hurts.
I believe it. Why are you drinking with that arm then?
Because the mug is on this side so I can showcase the fucking cool emblem on it.
I keep forgetting my mug.
I know.
I keep forgetting
You're
it.
the worst.
I'm useless.
You are.
I'm absolutely useless.
It's got really self-destructive really quickly.
Yeah, right?
Oh my God. But yeah, so what you been up to?
I've been video editing all week. So my week hasn't been that exciting. I uploaded all my gaming VODs to YouTube. I uploaded a whole bunch of DickvanMyke stuff to YouTube. And I'm going to be adding, I think, some other personal YouTube stuff in a couple weeks. So I've been like heavy on the video stuff because now I figure why not take advantage of all the things. I learned a couple things about YouTube too. Like, not that it's like, not textbook stuff, but like, so when we record our live streams of our gaming,
yeah,
we should definitely put our chat up on the screen rather than like hidden, even on our gaming screens. Because when you're on YouTube, I'm like sitting there watching myself react to chat, and like, obviously everyone watching YouTube has no fucking idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And so if it's there, at least they can see like what I'm responding to. So that's one thing I learned.
Yeah.
Something small.
I mean, I know there is stuff. I don't know specifically what it is, but I do know that there is stuff in our affiliate contracts as well about YouTube.
48 hours later.
48 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not
so
bad.
By the time I render it and all that shit and then schedule it, that's not a big deal.
Now, I mean, are you doing the entire stream unclipped, or are you just doing highlights?
I've been lazy. I've been just doing the whole streams, but when people clip parts of my stream, I'll do montages and throw them up.
Okay. Because I was going to say, I don't know how keen people would be to watch a 3-hour YouTube
it's
video.
It's just to get content.
Fair enough.
That's all I'm doing it for. Another thing I'm gonna try and maybe throw up. I did one guitar cover like almost a year ago, like
Is
early
that the
in
Alexa's
COVID.
on Fire?
Yeah, I might try and do a couple more, especially songs that are maybe a bit easier, because that was a really hard song to play, and I did make a few mistakes in there. Overall, I played it pretty good, but there was like a few timings that I got wrong, and I want to maybe just start at a little bit of a lower level and build up rather than just be like, hey, let's play one of the most difficult songs I know right off the first like YouTube video.
Yeah.
So
fair enough.
That's what I've been up to. What about you, buddy? What about you?
Working.
Straight
working.
Fucked
COVID
up hours.
Vaccine. Not fucked up hours. It's the same rotation that I've been doing, but it's like insanely busy because we're so short staffed. So I end up doing 3 people's jobs for just the amount that I'm making.
I get it.
And it's no
I can't relate, but I get it.
It's no fun.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shit.
I like your haircut.
Thanks. I had to get it, man. I got it literally just before my vaccine, my second dose.
Perfect.
So I went and just after. I got my second dose and I bombed down to the hairdresser and excuse me, I got some burps. This is like carbonated,
Yeah. Are you good?
Yeah, it's a lot. I haven't had a carbonated drink in a couple days. Yeah, she was like so confused at like how much hair I had. Like she just like she kind of went like, holy shit, it's been that long. Like it's been that long since I cut your hair.
I mean, I'm lucky enough I just get in the shower and use a razor, right?
Yeah, I guess that works. So yeah, it's cleaned up, I got to look a bit more mature as things start opening up.
There you go.
But yeah, I actually I have a little conversation starter here.
All right, go
This
for
is
it.
this is kind of funny. I heard this on the radio the other day. Also, total tangent, real quick tangent here. Listening to the radio is something I hate doing.
Yeah.
I hate it so much. It sucks.
Yeah.
But listening to it gave me a few ideas for this going forward. We can talk about it after, but
it's almost like they have talk shows on the radio.
It's
right?
almost like it's a 24-hour talk show with some music in the middle, and that they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's almost like we should look at things that are based off of where this industry started and take some hints and be like, hey, let's apply this shit, even though it's stupid. So,
very good.
Anyways, I found something the other day, and I didn't read the whole article, but it was just kind of a humorous headline.
Yeah.
It read something along the lines of like, I can't remember if it was a perspective of the man or the woman. It was like the man was like, my wife's been monitoring whose photos I like on social media.
Yeah.
Is this like a problem? Or was like the wife saying the opposite, where it's like, I've been monitoring who my man is.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering your take on like the whole, not following certain people because your spouse doesn't like it. And depending on the reason, obviously. Like if it's like your ex or if it's someone toxic, obviously you don't want to be a part of their life regardless of who you're currently with. But if it's just like a friend of yours or like someone who's like semi-famous, what's your thoughts on that?
Again, it's going to fall under the category of depends what the hell they're doing.
Sure.
I mean, if I'm on there and I've got a bunch of lingerie models, there's literally no reason for me to be looking at pages like that unless I'm staring directly into their asshole. Lack of a better word. But
I thought that was going in a different direction, but yeah.
And then I agree with you as well with like, obviously you don't want to have exes. Well, for one, I don't know why you would want to look at your ex anyway. Unless they were doing some horrifically embarrassing shit and you wanted to laugh at them, like that's fine. But for the most part, like semi-famous people you went to high school with and all that stuff, that's usually fine. And unless it's like a reason, I would say, yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it myself because like my girlfriend and I, like we never look at each other's phones. Like we never even ask. Like even the times where she like asked me to turn her alarm off on her phone, I'm like, ooh, don't know if I want to do that. Like it's just I don't know, man. Like I'm so like
I'm totally for the whole like the privacy thing.
I'm so
like,
happy to give her privacy because I literally have zero concern whatsoever that she's ever gonna even be like remotely unfaithful.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, like I'd hope at this, like at the point where you guys are at, and the same with me as well, is like you'd want to have trust in your partner.
It's literally the last thing on my mind.
Yeah,
like completely. It's like I just don't want to see her. Like I call it. I mean, it's not personal because it's a cell phone, and that's like anyone can like hack into that. But
yeah.
And it's even like the whole purse thing. How are you with purses?
I don't like going through purses because I can never find anything.
You know what it is? Like I just don't know what I'm going to find, and I know it's not going to be bad.
I know what I'm going to find, but I don't understand how you could just have a sack with no organization, just shit tossed into a pit of death, and just be like, oh yeah, 1 second, boop, boop, and pull it out. Like me, when I'm looking through something in a purse, I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, just dump it all out, and I go, there it is, and just scoop it all back in.
You ever seen Scooby-Doo, like the later seasons when they have that like kid with them with the sweater, the I think it's blue or it's a yellow hoodie he wears. He's like some young kid tagging along with the Scooby Squad or whatever.
No.
Anyways, so it might jog your memory if I say this. He used to have like so much shit in his pockets, and it was just all like for like comedic like cartoon effect, right? But they would be like, oh hey, do you have this thing? And he'd like pull out like a TV and like a horse.
That's what I was gonna say.
And like all this other shit. And it's like purses are that. Like, how do you fit
a purse?
This abundance of random shit? Like my girlfriend's got everything we need when we go places. She's got tissues for me. She's got like all like probably makeup and accessories in there. She's got like her wallet. She's got her phone. She's got like a spare tire. And like a couple lazy boys.
You know, it's a good thing to keep in person. I know this from experience with my girlfriend. Wet naps.
That's a good idea.
Every time we go,
she probably has those too, but it's a good idea.
Every time we go somewhere, like get wings or ribs or anything where they give us wet naps, the whole thing in the purse.
Smart.
We got an abundance of wet naps. Buffalo Wild Wing, St. Louis, everything.
That's clever. That's clever.
Wet naps.
Wow, we could almost do like a whole like episode on like convenient things.
I was gonna say, before you made that Scooby-Doo reference, the thing I was gonna compare it to is like, remember in The Mask, like in the original, and he pulls a bazooka out of his pocket and shit, like
so faintly. I haven't seen that since it came out.
he's just pulling all this stuff out of his pockets, and
It's
then
the
at the end
same
he pulls a whole bazooka out. Yeah.
Same idea.
Yeah.
It's like, how much shit can you fit into this like 1 foot squared and
Sack.
like a
Yeah.
half of a cubic foot max, right? Like you can barely fit a laptop in there, but like somehow you fit like half of New York City.
Yeah.
And it's just
Exactly.
you just pull out a hot dog vendor whenever you're hungry.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
George Foreman grill.
Yeah, right? Oh, I got frozen burgers too. What?
Jesus, you got any ketchup in there? Of course. You
Yeah.
want the spicy or the regular? Yeah.
I got the rainbow kind from back in like 2005.
1982. Yeah. You know, for
So-
the longest time, my grandmother still had the bottle of the ketchup when it was purple, and she would
Yeah.
just refill it with red ketchup,
Oh, it was actually a purple bottle.
and it had purple ketchup in it.
I do remember the colored ketchups.
Yeah,
Whack.
they had purple and green ketchup and like red and blue mustard or something like that.
Yeah, they had multiple colors of each, and I just kind of remember looking at it as a kid, going like, "That's hilarious," but like when it came to like actually having it,
It looks messed up.
you're like, "Nah, bro, not
It
happening."
looks messed up. Yeah.
Like, did they even do what do you call it when you're doing like a marketing survey, a focus group? Like, did they even have a focus group to be like, "Hey, what do you guys think about purple ketchup?" And like at least one person would be like, "Yo, that's fucked up, dog. Like, don't do it."
But it's cool. It's a gimmick. It tasted exactly like regular ketchup,
Yeah,
but it looked different.
but everyone it didn't sell.
I know.
That's the thing, right?
Because it looked nauseating.
Like, you didn't ask anyone their opinion. You just kind of said, "Hey, fuck it, let's do
A
it."
tomato condiment should have been red, the color of a tomato, right? But
Yeah.
when it's green, it's kind of
Yeah, it's green. You're thinking like relish. When it's purple, you're thinking like,
eggplant
I guess,
emoji.
sure. What are you doing, Step Ketchup? I don't
What happened? What happened to like being a gentleman in the 2020s now, in the 20th century here? All you have to do,
I don't know, man. It's
if you were
fucking
single
weird.
and you had like a bunch of people you were talking to, all you have to do is send them like a picture of the eggplant emoji with a question mark, and they'd be like, "Yeah, okay."
Dude, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and preach being a gentleman, because especially since COVID went down, like my etiquette has definitely gone down, and my girlfriend and
yeah.
I were definitely talking about that. But like before, like I would never approach a girl like that. Like the first thing I'd say is like, "Hey, you look really good. Can I buy you a drink?"
Yeah, no kidding.
I would never be like, "Hey, you down to fuck? Let's get out of here." Like
Yeah.
who?
Hey, you, me, vertical kissing,
Like I don't.
horizontal. That's the one I meant.
Yeah. I think we need now that COVID's coming hopefully to a close. I don't want to speak too much prematurely
Yeah.
here, but I reckon
You reckon?
we're about to walk into the second edition of the Roaring 20s.
Hopefully.
I kind of hope.
I hope.
I know obviously we're not going to get into like suits and have like these big bands, but I think like a lot more concerts, clubs will be bumping. I'm not a club guy, but I might even go to a couple
And
just for the shit of it.
I did also send you that new venue there that's opening up
Yeah,
in
you were
Toronto, an
telling me about
outdoor
that.
venue.
I got to look into it. I got to remember.
I didn't
to
look
do
into
tonight.
it very much. I know it's around, I think, College Street.
Hey man,
And,
a gig is a gig is a gig
Full
is a gig.
outdoor, and they're fully recruiting bands that are between $300 to $600 an act.
Okay.
And it being Toronto and an outdoor venue, it's going to be fucked. Like, it's
Yeah.
going to be busy.
I'm gonna look into it.
That'd be pretty
Even
cool.
if you can just get like one time slot in an afternoon on a Sunday, it would be good enough.
But now I casted it. I promoted it to you, so now I have to be part of
That's
the
like your
roster.
commission.
Yep.
All right,
I need
we'll
to
get you on lead triangle.
Dude, I'll play anything at that point. I sunk that, by the way.
Did you?
Italy
That was
NBA.
a Kobe.
Italian
Italy
NBA.
Baba da boopy.
Hey, that's the coach.
That's the coach.
Paolo
That was-
Paparabuppi.
That was from Family Guy, right?
Yeah.
And Peter, just because you have a mustache doesn't mean you can
Hey,
speak Italian.
Brian,
Brian, let me handle this.
Yeah.
So bad.
The guy the whole
That
time is
show's
swearing at him in Italian. Yeah.
That show's so great.
I love Family Guy.
Let me just check my little thing here to make sure we're in good standing.
Are we good? Looks good.
Yeah, we're actually. It says 3.24 gigs.
And we had
We're at
36.
39 minutes.
We had like 36 gigs to work with, didn't we?
Yeah, so I think
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
we-
we're good.
Dude,
It's all trial and error. By
We
the
are-
end of the season, I'm gonna have this like a what
We
do you
are-
call it? a well-oiled machine.
There you go.
But
We are more Gucci than the Bridle Path in Toronto
like, I don't know if I get that reference
because they wear Gucci because they're rich.
I was thinking like OVO or something. Like,
No, well,
because that's not
however
Gucci.
you want to take it. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Sure. You're getting too deep for me.
No more deep dick. It's deep Myke now.
Too deep, and I'm trying to keep.
There we go. Dick Van Myke live sessions.
Just put a 2-second clip on YouTube.
Oh,
So many
yeah.
music gets
I mean, we do have to revisit one day. I'm gonna rip
every
on you
single
continuously.
time.
Closing.
No, that's actually deleted. That's gone.
I know it is. It's far deleted.
It's like deleted.
But I did get to see it before it was deleted.
Yeah, I'll when I get better at singing, if that ever happens in history, in future history.
We'll talk about it on the Dick Van Myke Show as well. It was at this point in 2021 that Dick Van Myke performed his first live session.
It won't be 2021.
No.
I'll tell you that right now. Let's look at like 2026 to be optimistic.
Wow. Okay. 5-year plan?
Yeah, 5-year plan to sing one song. I'm gonna work my ass off for the next 5 years to sing one fucking song.
Do it.
All right, we'll figure
Do
out
it
what song
up.
it is.
Do it up.
Oh
my God.
What else you got for me? Anything?
I got another. Man, you tell me you had all these conversation starters that we were going to be working with.
We went through them all.
You said 2.
It
We've
was-
done 1.
It was video editing
Oh.
and
Well, that's lame.
but you know what I did is I held off on the news this week just because no, you know what? I have like one brief thing for the news. It's not a big deal, but
Breaking news.
the news. I don't know if you knew about this, but Alberta had some wildfires.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro.
All right. Oh, I guess it's a heat wave.
So they had the heat wave, and what's happening is the heat wave is like I was looking at on like one of those like thermal weather map
Yeah.
majiggers that they put on the weather channel,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
That was
The radar. You could
descriptive.
have just said radar, but that's fine.
And it's like the heat wave is coming from like the west coast and sort of like blowing across
Yeah.
towards us. So we're starting to get like this heat that we're enduring. So if anyone that isn't in our area, just so you're aware,
It's like 42 degrees right now.
every single day when I open my phone, there's like an extreme weather warning for heat. Like
Yeah.
it's like today you're gonna feel it like it's gonna be 37, but it's gonna feel like 45 or what. Like I'm exaggerating,
Last
but
night, I did check just because hopefully gonna get some cottage time within the next couple days.
yeah,
I wanted to check the weather, and at 2 in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, it was 28 degrees with the humidex still, which is
Yeah.
that's degrees Celsius,
I actually I
which
went
is
out,
probably about what 83-ish.
I did experience that actually because I walked outside because I forgot something. I think I forgot to lock my car, so I went out really late into the night.
Yeah.
It was like 1:32
Hot.
o'clock, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is not nighttime. This
You know-
feels like it's the middle of the day."
You know Fahrenheit more. That's what. That's about 83 degrees. Is 28, isn't it? Ish.
I always forget the equation. It's like plus or minus 32, and then it's 9/5 or 5/9, depending on which way you're going.
Okay.
So I
Well,
think to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit, let's say it's like 30 or 21 degrees, it'd be plus 32, 5/9 plus 32. So it ends up being like, 9/5 plus 32. So it's like 72 or 71 for 20 degrees Celsius.
28 degrees Celsius is 82.
Yeah.
So I was right. I said about 83.
Yeah.
So boom. Yeah. It was hot. It was hot as shit.
Yeah, it's insane.
I think the hottest point of the first heat wave we had a few weeks ago, I did the math actually, and it got to 104 degrees Fahrenheit here.
Yeah, it's messed.
That
fucked.
is completely disgusting.
Yeah,
And it's not
so-
even like the nice dry heat where you can just like put a fan on and it's fine, or like
No,
dip in
it's
the water.
like-
It's like you walk outside straight into fucking like jello for how
You-
thick and humid and
like
shitty
you
the air
know
is.
that rain is coming, but you don't know when.
Yeah, it's just a week of heat and then Hurricane Katrina and then it repeats.
Yeah, that rain the other night was pretty bad too, right? Like
that was
it's-
yesterday, wasn't
Was
it?
that yesterday?
Yeah, we got some insane rain yesterday.
Yeah, I guess so. There was some on the weekend too, but yeah, like
A hell of a
I
thunderstorm.
totally think it's worth maybe just like stocking up on some water just in case. Like we never know what we're gonna get. I don't like we're not in a dry area. We're in a wet area. Like we're in Oak Ridges Marine. Like we're fine.
Yeah.
But like just in case like anyone like is on a well or something and it dries up, like just keep that in mind. If you're on a well, go buy some fucking water. Like
You should
seriously.
probably do so. just to be safe.
But yeah, that's kind of my news. I had like this is kind of a late update. Or sorry, I'm late on this update, so like this is probably like almost a week old by the time people are hearing it. But I think that building that collapsed in Florida.
Yeah.
And I hope I can double check this, by the time next week comes around. But I believe they had everything evacuated, and they had to pause on getting people out because now they're realizing the rest of the building is like basically condemned. It's not safe.
I do have information on that as well.
You have better information?
Turns out, so for one, there were videos that were released hours before the actual collapse where people were taking videos of water pissing through the bottom of the parking garage.
Oh shit, okay.
So there was that, and they had also been told like other years or months, I don't remember what it was, but they had quite a bit of time to evaluate their options here, and they were told that the foundation was cracking and that the building was not quite structurally sound anymore.
Right, I was gonna get to that. So I think there was one that was like 3 or 4 years ago where someone said that it's not sound.
A few months,
and I think there was like one that was a few days before.
Oh,
where
really?
someone was like, "Hey, this building is not safe. Everyone should not be in here." And then it was like, whatever. And then I have to confirm that one, but I'm pretty sure that's what I heard from someone else.
I know for sure they did have like at least a couple months.
So like this is negligence. This isn't like
straight negligence.
This isn't like somebody like made a mistake.
That's
like,
Florida for you.
This is somebody who like deliberately fucked up.
No, I know. And I make the joke that that's Florida, but it was terrible. It's something that could have been so easily avoided if somebody just said, you know what? I'm going to lose money. That's the point of this shit, but I should probably get my building repaired so that I can continue to make money and I'm not going to kill 140 people.
Yeah.
So I think at this point,
I don't remember how many people are missing.
They've got like 16 deaths or something like that confirmed, and they're still missing like 60 people or something like that.
Yeah, I think they found like maybe a few handfuls, like 20 people or something.
They did pull a bunch of like a 12-year-old boy out on the first day and like all this thing. Like they pulled people out that did make it. Yeah. Like by some miracle.
But I think because of like the way the site is and like the safety hazards, they have to like partially demolish the other two sides before they can continue trying to find people.
Well, yeah, because if they're digging around in there and and
then something fucks up and the other one falls on top, it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, they're gonna kill a bunch more people.
And they have to do it carefully. They can't just like fucking push it over. They have to like sort of dismantle it in sections and like knock it, like they have to plan the way it falls down and all this shit. There's like a video I watched on YouTube years ago about how to like properly like take down a building. There's people that like do charges like in sequence to like start at the top and basically the whole building can come down like on itself.
Yeah.
Or like there's ones where they do it, they fall in certain directions. It's impressive shit.
It's you have to go to school like for quite a bit. I think it's like a 2-year program to do demolition. Like you need to really know what's going on.
Yeah, it's like engineering like not 101.
De-engineering.
It's not engineering 101. It's engineering like 501.
It's anti-engineering.
Yeah.
The engineer comes, I'm going to build this, and then the demolitionist is like, I'm going to destroy it when it's fucked. Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, that's kind of my brief updates there is that, there's like so much more, and I'm sure by the time this is actually out, because I said this is almost a week old, this information I'm giving you, like, I heard about this a couple days after the last episode released.
Yeah.
So by the time this comes out and by the time I have an update for next week, it's gonna be so much more to it than what I just said, and I'll probably you'll learn a whole bunch of whack ass shit.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's definitely not much good to come out of that story.
No.
But why don't we get to some birthdays while we're in the news?
I haven't even heard a single one of these yet, so I'm looking forward to it.
8 of them. Quite a few of them you actually know quite well.
Okay.
So, first up, Jaden Smith.
Nice.
He's turning 22.
No shit.
Yeah.
22.
22.
Wasn't he like 7 years old yesterday?
Jaden Smith?
Yeah.
The son.
Yeah, like time flies, bro.
No, he wasn't like 7 years old yesterday.
Was he? Because he was in The Pursuit of Happiness, right? That was that kid, or was that his daughter? Was that Willow?
That was.
Is it Willow? Right?
I want to say it was Willow, but Jaden Smith was in. I don't remember what it was called, but he was in a movie with his father. That it was kind of like they were.
Oh,
they were in the woods or something like that, and they had they were aliens or something like that, or they were soldiers or something like. I can't remember exactly.
I know what you're talking about, but I forget because his dad bought the movie for him, and he was like he was the star and his dad was just kind of like crippled or something,
His dad ended up
getting injured or whatever, and he
injured
couldn't
very
move.
badly, and Jaden was like going through these harsh ass environment. Yeah,
and he also was in the Karate Kid.
Yep, he was. But yeah,
anyways, what's next?
22nd birthday. Here's an old school YouTube channel. I'm sure you've watched it. I mean, I'm sure you have. How to Basic. You remember those videos?
I
where it was
remember
like,
it, but I don't remember
how to
who.
make KFC. And it was literally, it's like him just like, it starts off by making like nice fried chicken. Then he starts throwing and breaking shit, throwing eggs all over the place, throwing stuff in the toilet, microwaving stuff until it explodes. Like,
was it like a big Swedish guy?
No, that's Swedish Mealtime.
Oh, okay. Where he just like throws shit
Anyway,
around.
How to Basic, massive. He's actually turning 41, which
You know
is
his real
insane.
name?
No, it just said on the website too, How
Okay.
to Basic. Kevin Bacon.
Nice.
Kevin Bacon's turning 62 years old.
Nice.
He looks good for 62.
Yeah, I'm trying to visual what he looks like now. He's Canadian, right?
I think so.
I don't want to speak out of term here, but I think he is.
think he is. But anyway, 62 years old, Kevin Bacon. John D. Rockefeller, who died in
I
1937.
was gonna say I know the name, I just don't know.
It's
Like,
one of the Rockefellers.
Okay.
Very insanely rich family. Toby Keith, massive country singer. He
Yeah.
is turning 59.
Okay.
Angelica Houston,
I don't know who
or
that is.
Huston. She is best known as the giant that ran the Delacourts in The Goblet of Fire and Harry Potter. You know, the giant that ends up falling in love with Hagrid?
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? My coworker's listening to a girl on a podcast read Harry Potter
Yeah.
right now, and we're just at like the scene where like Hagrid's like getting in trouble in that movie. But anyways, yeah,
but
totally.
you know
I
who
totally
know,
knew what you're talking
you know
about.
who
Yeah,
she is. Yeah, so she's turning 69.
wow,
Yeah, she looks
Nice.
good too for her age.
nice.
Chef Wolfgang Puck,
Don't know who that is.
insanely notorious chef. He's got a shit ton of fucking Michelin stars.
Okay,
Ridiculous. He's turning 71. And another one that you'll know, Beck,
nice.
is 50.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that sounds
'Cause
old,
they were
but no,
around
that
in the
makes
early
sense.
90s, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
yeah. So he's 50. So happy birthdays to Jaden Smith, How to Basic, Kevin Bacon, John D. Rockefeller, Toby Keith, Angelica. I want to say Houston or Huston. It's Huston.
It's probably Houston.
Probably Houston. Wolfgang Puck and Beck. Happiest of birthdays to all of you from the Dick Van Mike family.
It's a good. It's I always say this, or I've said this a few times anyways. It's like always amazing the celebrities you forget, or like the ones you don't know. Or, like the ones you don't know, it doesn't matter. But the ones you forget, like I'm not thinking about like Beck every day.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right?
Like his music comes on, you're like, this shit is dope.
Yeah.
But you're not like thinking about him all
No,
the time.
and it's like his birthday. It's like, oh, sick dog.
All right, and we got some notable days in history as well. It wasn't a very popular day, July the 8th, but
Okay.
we do what we can, right?
Right.
So, in 1777,
Okay. The year after the Confederacy
in Vermont,
in Vermont.
they introduced a new constitution that prohibited slavery.
Was that in 77?
1777. Long time ago.
I thought it was like a lot later than that.
In Vermont only. Because
Oh.
it was independent at that point.
Right.
Vermont.
Right.
So Vermont, which was newly independent, introduced a new constitution prohibiting slavery.
Good for them.
Good on
That
you.
was very progressive of them.
And then fairly recent,
Okay.
1996,
Okay.
all right, the Spice Girls released their debut single, Wannabe, in the UK.
That was a debut single?
That was their debut single
Yeah,
in
that
96.
song is so fire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put like a 2-second snippet right here.
That's sick.
That was longer than 2 seconds.
That's sick.
I'm actually gonna try and do that and see if we get banned.
Do it. I mean, the Italian national anthem better be in there right now. All right.
All this work you're making me do.
If it's not actually in there, it's going to be hilarious.
I know.
It's just
I
gonna be-
almost should leave it out.
But yeah, so that's it. So the notable days in history: Vermont prohibiting slavery and Spice Girls "Wannabe" coming out in the UK, debut single
Nice.
in '96.
That's actually pretty dope.
Boom.
Good job. That's a good that was a good what do you call it? Resume or laundry list or whatever you people call the list of things that you do or find information.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I have
Yeah.
the same two websites that I refer to every week. So,
oh, you actually have. Oh, you're spoiling your secrets here, bro.
what do you think? I'm just pulling this shit out of my asshole?
I thought you were a historian.
Yeah, me. Yeah, definitely.
Hey, you got to own it.
I don't even remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, and you're gonna ask me what happened in 1777.
I mean, like Just pretend you know.
You realize I'm a security guard,
They
right?
don't know. They don't know that you don't know.
My IQ is a 201. I'm insanely fucking smart, and I know everything.
The offspring of Einstein.
No, I'm not. I'm Italian, not German.
Sorry, he's the offspring of Da Vinci.
Yeah, sure.
There
Let's
you
go with that. Alessandro da Vinci. That's
Yeah,
fine. Same
Uncle
thing.
Da Vinci gave me these skills.
Oh yeah, my great uncle Da Vinci. You know, he painted my great grandma, and it's in my bedroom. I eat my spaghetti with my grandma.
Oh my god, that's awesome. What are we at?
I don't know, man. You tell me.
I don't even know.
That Italian quote, which is actually Gattuso, who's an Italian soccer player that everybody's seen on the memes,
Okay.
perfectly accompanies this podcast. When he's sitting there and he goes, and somebody goes, "Hey, I like how I heard about the Dick Van Myke podcast. Like, it seems pretty cool. Like, what do you think of it?" And I'd sit there and go, sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
That's from a soccer player?
Yeah, he's a soccer player.
I think you told me that like literally last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
But I remember that. It's funny. That's a good
Gattuso.
line. I'm gonna keep that one in the back of my pocket. In my back pocket.
The dyslexia comes back.
The dyslexia. Yeah. Oh man. I was thinking about that whatchamacallit. Not the session, but like the bit that you like thought of for me to do like an album review or something.
Yeah.
So I think I might take that a bit more seriously and try and like monitor some new music.
I don't know how much new notable music, like especially in our genre, is coming out recently, but
There's not
every once in a while.
There's not a lot, I don't think, that I've noticed because like I'm not on top of this shit, but I always hear about it because I follow enough of the punk bands to like at least hear.
I mean, if
about
you
it.
want, because I check daily in my new releases on Spotify, and because it follows my playing preferences,
right?
It'll come up with music that we listen to, so I can let you know if albums come out as well, or if I find a good one that I think would be worth reviewing, we can do it.
All right. Well, I was just gonna say, the other day, so Avril Lavigne, has started using TikTok now.
Yeah, she's also been doing a lot of music with like MGK and stuff like that.
Right. I was going to get to that. So she did a TikTok. Her first TikTok was with Tony Hawk, and it was just like her singing like Skater Boy and Tony Hawk doing
that.
And he hurt himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, typical Tony Hawk.
Well, he's like 50 years old, man.
Dude, that guy can still fucking shred up the park.
Oh, he
telling
can,
you.
but if he falls, he's going to hurt himself real bad. He can't.
Oh, man.
He's not like Steve-O and Bam where they can fall on their forehead, snap it in half, and get up and go, "Yo, that fucking sucks, dude. Holy shit."
Right. Actually, I thought of a funny thing about Tony Hawk I can get to in a minute. But yeah, so she's been making music like this whole time, and I totally didn't even realize that.
She had an album come out in 2018, I believe.
She had like a single come out in 2020. She had a single come out this year. I haven't listened to it enough to remember it, so I'm not going to give any criticism now. But yeah, she's still active, and like her songs are still bangers.
They are. They're just a lot more poppy than they used to be. But I mean, you got to adapt to the times, right?
Yeah, she still dresses like the typical punk that she always was. She's literally, she hasn't looked different in like 20 years. She's 39 years old.
She's aging perfectly.
She's 39 years old.
I know, and she looks like she's 20.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's absolutely fucked up.
Well, I mean, I think I was still in elementary school. It must have been a long time ago. I do remember when she ended up getting voted as the world's most attractive woman. For 1 year.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
It was.
Not super surprised, but I'm just...
Or the most perfect woman or something like that. I can't remember what it was.
Really?
Something like that, because they were saying like, she's beautiful, she's super talented, she's super nice, like is just like all around. She was just like awesome.
Oh, interesting.
She was spotted in our town a few times because
they live nearby
when
for a
she
while.
was married to Chad Kroger of Nickelback. Kroger, whatever the hell it is, Kruger. They had a house about 15 minutes from here.
You know, she signed her first record deal at 16 years old.
I'm not surprised.
For 2 albums.
Yeah.
At 16.
Yeah.
Like, aside from like Johnny Lang, who's signing 16-year-olds to 2 albums?
Billie Eilish, Justin Bieber.
Billie Eilish wasn't signed at 16 to 2 albums. She made her own album as a debut, and then she got scooped up when she was 18.
She was like 14 when she made the first album.
Yeah, but she made it in her bedroom with her brother. It was
no,
not.
I know,
it was not with a label. I'm saying like, who came out of the works and was like
Johnny Orlando?
Like, I know there's a lot of them. Shut up.
Okay.
Like, we can go through a laundry list.
I'm
just saying, like, obviously you can name all of them.
Yeah.
Like you can name every single time that's happened.
Yeah.
Because it's so rare.
Yeah.
So like even though you can mention 100 people that it's happened to, you got to realize that there's 7.5 to 8 billion people out there, and like at least like 30, I don't know, making up bullshit here, maybe 30% of them are musicians who have tried to write their own song at some point, or maybe like 10, 20. That's still like 0.0001001% of the
001 again after
of the population.
Yeah. I mean, if you got it, you got it, right? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And there you go. If you deserve it, you deserve it. But there's some people that need to wait a little bit.
Yeah. Like me.
I'm
going to get famous one day.
Justin Bieber probably should have waited a little bit because
definitely should have
he
waited.
ended up getting all this money and then doing stupid shit. And then he realized I was a stupid idiot.
Yeah. At least he came out and said that, though.
He was.
At least he was a grown-ass adult and was like...
a bad stint where he was like pissing in hotel lobbies and all this shit, right? Like he actually like pissed in a potted plant in a hotel, which was hilarious.
Yeah, he's had some dark times.
But now he's back and he's fine. And he admitted to that. And I think he's like actually pretty religious now, too.
I don't know if he's religious, but he's definitely come out and said that he's sorry for being a shithead.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, he did do a public apology. I do remember that.
But yeah, just back to the Tony Hawk thing. So I started, I don't know if I've mentioned this on the podcast before, but Tony Hawk is like created like a meme for himself.
Yeah.
So people, like he'll go to a store, say, and he'll like interact with the store clerk.
Yeah.
And they'll say stuff like, hey, you know what? You look a lot like Tony Hawk. And he'll just like pretend that he's not Tony Hawk.
Oh, really?
And he'll be like, oh yeah, you think so? Or like he'll be like, I don't know who that is, or something like that, right? And like one time he was like tweeting, because he tweets it too. So every time it happens, he tweets about it happening.
That's hilarious.
So his Twitter's full of like, so I ran into a person by the beach today when I was surfing, and they told me I looked like Tony Hawk, but I wasn't as talented as him.
Oh my god,
it's just so funny.
That's actually hilarious. Well, he actually has a new game coming out as well. They're redoing Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
So I think that probably was like a good marketing technique for him.
Oh, for sure.
Just hey, let's make Tony Hawk into a meme, and then we'll sell the game.
It's like Elon Musk.
Yeah.
How can I get free publicity? Oh yeah, make the Model S 69420 as an MSRP.
Yeah. How can I get more publicity? Make a flamethrower based off of Spaceballs? Okay, done.
Or shatter an unshatterable window.
Yeah, right. Yeah. that thing is such a publicity.
Because you know what? 100% it was, obviously.
Exactly, right?
Because then it's going to be plastered on every fucking article. Picture the Cybertruck and it's like, oh, the window broke.
Yeah. Oops, we made a mistake. We're going to fix that.
Uh-oh. Like, obviously, Elon Musk doesn't make mistakes.
No, he doesn't make mistakes. He just plays jazz.
Yeah.
No, but it's funny because he obviously like thought about the explanation before he thought about the prank, right? Because he's answered like in a couple different ways now. Like there was one where he was like, well, you know, when we swung the hammer against the body panel, it's possible that like it dented the door so far in that it chipped the corner of the glass. And then that when the corner of the glass is chipped, then the rest of it's really brittle. Yeah. And that was like one excuse. The other one was, no, excuse me. He was saying that like demonstration glass is a lot more brittle than production glass because they're not making so much of it. They just threw a piece of glass in there and called it a day.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? You really thought about these fucking excuses for a little while, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like
he's got a laundry list.
Just tell us you fucking broke the fucking window, please. Okay? Before we go to Mars, I hit the table again. Yeah. Before we go to Mars, just tell the world that you were fucking with them. We know you were
always fucking with us. I mean, I did stumble
He's fucking with us about going to Mars.
I did. No, he's not. And this is going to lead into the TikTok that I found. And it's somebody asked him why he's so keen on going to Mars. And he had said, he was basically saying the universe is enormous. We have no idea what the fuck is out there. And he goes, the people that believe there is no other civilizations out there, or there were no civilizations out there, are incredibly naive. He goes, there are probably so many that one, either destroyed themselves, or two, their planet got to the point where ours will be in 500 million years, is what he says. 500 million years, our planet eventually, the sun will swell and our planet will be too hot to be inhabitable.
Sure.
It will be inhabitable. And that's before it's swallowed up by the sun completely in another 500 million years, however that fucking long it's going to take, right? But he said, he's like, the amount of civilizations out there that either failed to act before that or destroyed themselves in the process, he goes, I want to like at least make an attempt for our civilization to make it past that.
Yeah.
And that's why he's doing this. This is why he wants to go to space, because he's like, we have a certain amount of time. He goes, it's going to be far past my lifetime, but I could get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Or I could do it. Who knows?
Yeah. He's definitely selfless.
Oh, he's insane, this guy. I don't know.
He's not doing it for himself because he knows it's not going to happen until after he's gone. But we're going to look back on him like we do like Einstein, Edison, like Tesla, like even though Nikola was kind of an idiot, apparently we realized.
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny that like the guy made a broken.
You ever hear the story
system.
of that car company called Nikola?
No, never heard of it.
So this guy ended up coming forward and saying, I am making an electric car brand and it's going to be called Nikola.
Okay.
So obviously it's a ripoff of Tesla.
Yep.
Right? One. He made this. He said he was going to make an electric semi before Tesla, and it's going to be better than the Tesla.
Okay.
Right. So he ended up getting all these production models and all these like demonstration models and all this stuff together, and it was moving and all this stuff. And they had a commercial where it was rolling with a trailer and all this shit. And everyone was like, "Holy shit!" GM bought into them and said, "All right, dope. Use our technology. You will provide the engine and the batteries. You make the vehicle." And they were like, "Okay, dope." So they had all this thing and they start making it, and they realized that the budget's way over and the car doesn't work and all this shit. And people ended up doing a lot of digging. And it turns out they had a commercial where it was like driving through the desert, and it's on this desert road and it's pulling a big trailer. It looks super cool, right? Futuristic. Turns out they had to start it at the top of a hill and roll it because it wouldn't actually work. And they just had a small battery in there powering the lights, so it looked like it was running.
Nice.
Turns out the engine didn't actually work. The transmission, they couldn't get it to work. The battery.
Wait, this was electric?
Power. Oh yeah.
So what was an engine doing inside of it?
Not the engine. I mean, like the electric motors and stuff. Like none of it actually worked.
Okay.
This guy completely fucked up, and it was completely fraudulent. And what happened is he ended up getting all these charges for fraud and all this stuff. And GM ended up inheriting the company, and now they're just continuing it with their own means.
They're actually going to do it?
Yeah. But
How recent is this?
They're starting over, apparently. I think it was last year.
Oh, it's like really recent.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like it was shortly after Tesla started working on their semi, which I believe was in the winter last year, wasn't it?
I think it was a bit longer ago they announced it, but yeah. I don't know if they've actually started production on it yet, but they've definitely got pre-orders. Like I know that Loblaws ordered like 25 of them or something.
Oh yeah. They had and this is why he got in so much trouble, because Budweiser ended up buying into this, and they pre-ordered I think 200 of these Nikola semis.
Okay. That sounds like at least you know that Tesla is a company that exists with cars on the road, right?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna buy something that's not even been like made yet.
But the way he made it look, and like even with the car show, this thing rolled in. Turns out it was hooked up to a machine that pulled it in underneath it, and nobody knew that.
Oh wow!
Like he hid all this stuff and made it look like it was going to be this amazing device, and it just sucked and didn't work.
Wow, great, good job, buddy.
Yeah,
yeah, that's
no good, no bueno.
I guess, you give him points for trying.
Oh, man. What do you think? Do we have closing remarks?
It's your close this time, right?
It is my close, but do you have any closing points?
Yeah, I want to touch on something that's a little bit sad. And I haven't rehearsed this, so I might stutter a little bit. Myke brings this up all the time about being careful on two wheels, and really it's not even to the motorcycles on the road. Unfortunately, by the time everyone listens to this, it'll be a couple days old. But yesterday, a local fella who Myke and I both have known for years. I've known this guy since he was
not an insanely close friend, but definitely I've known him all the way through elementary and high school.
Yeah, I've known this guy since we were kids. Our dads were good buddies, and he got into a dirt bike accident the other day, and he ended up passing away yesterday due to some injuries that just couldn't be reversed. And It's really sad. He was in his mid-20s. His whole life ahead of him, but whatever happened, whether it was a slip or a mistake, nothing could be done, and he passed. So I just want to like reiterate, you got to be careful on these vehicles. Like that's been a sensitive topic at home. All the times I joke on the show about motorcycle and stuff like that. It's just, you really got to be careful.
And let me butt in for a second. I know a lot of you guys are probably sitting there and going, oh, but I've been riding my whole life. He has been riding. I remember him from, I believe, grade 2 or 3 when I've known him since I was 6, 7 years old. And he had been riding since then competitively, recreationally, like all the time. He wasn't new to dirt biking.
A lot of people knew, like when they said that, they're kind of surprised because he's apparently known to be pretty good.
Oh yeah.
So just to say that, like, please be careful out there. You never know. And to everyone else, make sure you hug your loved ones because you never know, like, someone could be driving on the street, they could get just wiped out. You never know. It's really sad, but it's a reality. So just give your loved ones a hug and just a little message, check up on your friends, as we always say.
Yep.
But real quick, I'm just going to tell a real short story about this guy, because his family, I'm not going to send this to them specifically, but his family is asking for, instead of like write-ups or anything, they want like little videos or clips of people telling stories about,
or stories as well
about him.
Yep. They set up an email account for him.
So when I first started playing hockey, I started very late. I started in Pee Wee, which I believe is around the age of 12. So by that point in hockey, when I was playing, contact was already a thing. So physical, like hitting each other. And that's a really tough level to start playing hockey. And first of all, I couldn't handle a puck worth of shit. Like, just get that across. And then I had to deal with people trying to hit me when I had the puck.
Yeah.
It's scary as fuck, man.
That's no kidding.
That's like a hardcore sport. We always talk about like athletes were making the joke about soccer players before, but that's just like something else. Anyways, he was amongst the people that I first had a experience playing hockey with, and it was just such a supportive environment. I really didn't expect it. I thought it was gonna be like literally like in the movies, locker room talk, a bunch of guys being a bunch of douchebags around each other. But like, it was actually such a good supportive environment. And I played on his line very often, and he was just an all-around like good guy. He was always encouraging. He was always about having fun and didn't care that I sucked. Like, he was so encouraging and just a good guy. So if this ever makes it to the family, just another situation of a positive memory.
Yeah.
And we wish your family the best, and condolences go out from us, my family, from Mike's family.
Yep.
And just want to let you know the positive experience there we had.
Yep.
So that's all I'll say there. But yeah, be careful on your two-wheeled machines, and
be careful of them being around you as well.
Be careful of them, and hug your family.
And that is all.
Yeah.
And with that,
let's get some closing remarks.
Let's get those socials plugged.
Socials.
Where can they find the show, Mr. Dick?
That's a laundry list now, bro.
Yeah.
They can find the show on Instagram and Facebook at TheDickvanMykeShow. They can find us on Twitter at just DickvanMyke.
Yep.
They can find us on YouTube with a crazy link with a bunch of letters and characters, but you can actually just search The Dick Van Myke Show.
There we go.
And as well as all the podcast hosting sites, just look for The Dick Van Myke Show. Actually, if you type in like The Dick Van on podcasting services, we do come up in like the first few results. Because Dick Van Dyke wasn't a podcast, which is cool. Yep. So we have no competition there.
At least.
It's just on YouTube.
Yeah.
When you type in Dick Van Myke, it just tells you. So you got to search for the channel on YouTube. But yeah, so that's where you can find the show. YouTube, Dick Van Myke, Instagram and Facebook, Dick Van Myke, and Twitter, Dick. I said those all wrong.
Dick Van Myke Show.
Facebook, YouTube.
On Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Yeah.
And Dick Van Myke on Twitter.
Yeah.
Where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram at Richard Harknett, and as well on YouTube now as Richard Harknett. There's going to be links to other pages I have. I'm not going to give the list of that, but on my Instagram bio, there is a link to all the other shit that I do.
Perfect.
What about you, Mike?
They can find me at MA D'Alessandro, 1L, 2 S's, 20 on Instagram. And that as well will have the links to all of my other endeavors, streaming, photography, blah, 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 all this stuff.
You're so good with your links.
And that's it.
And make sure you hit that notification button and the follow button and the subscribe button. Just love this show. And fucking these things,
We got stickies.
We got stickers.
Yeah, man. And on that note, everybody have a fantastic Thursday. Forza Azzurri.
And let's all look forward to the England versus Italy game. That's gonna be so sick.
You're gonna look like such a douche
I
next
know.
week.
I so hope they actually win. Otherwise, it's gonna be like, yo, what the fuck, dude?
It'll be fine.
Anyways, yeah, thanks for chiming in.
Have a fantastic Thursday, everybody. Peace.
Peace out.
Buh!